Here's another day in the life as an international flight attendant. This is one of the many reasons why I love working for a private charter airline, because this is a different type of contract that we have, and it was with an insurance company, and I was able to have the opportunity to have 51 hours in Tahiti, which is freaking amazing. This is hands down probably one of my favorite layovers I've ever had in my whole 2 years of being a flight attendant. Here's the gorgeous resort that they put us at. It's so amazing. Here is the view from my hotel, which is absolutely crazy. This hotel is super nice. It was a resort, and then this little lagoon you could snorkel in, and it had a bunch of different sea life. I went on a little walk after breakfast and then got ready for the day, put my swimsuit on, and we went and had a pre-drink before our excursion. So we ended up actually doing a whale tour, which was just going to be sightseeing, but it was the possibility of being able to swim with humpback whales if we did find them. So we got all ready with our flippers and our wetsuits, and we went out on the water. It wasn't a guarantee on if we actually got to see them or not, so I'm so extremely grateful that we did. We maybe drove for about an hour on the boat. I did get seasick. I threw up like 4 times. And then we spotted the whales, and I suddenly felt better, and it was so worth it. Only 3 of us actually got in, along with the other people on the boat. So me, one of the pilots, and one of the other flight attendants got in, and we got to swim with humpback whales. It was honestly one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my whole entire life. The baby was so curious about us and got so close to us. It was actually wild. But here's her and her mama, and it was so amazing. I literally had to pinch myself because it felt so unreal. Hands down, one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. I ended up getting on the boat and cried a little bit because it was so magical and just such beautiful creatures, and it was so amazing. But we got back on the boat and we swam for them with maybe about an hour and a half, and then they took us to a different location, and we had some tea and some biscuits, and we just sat there and just kind of took everything in. It was so beautiful here. Here's me and the crew. We had such a good time. It was honestly such a great time. This is one of my favorite layovers I've had to date, and that's why I love my job, because you really truly never know where you're going to end up or what you're going to do. But Lainey and I ended up jumping in the water because it was so gorgeous, and then that was it. We were out on the water for maybe about 5 hours, and it was so beautiful and just so amazing. Like, I literally can't get over how magical this layover was. I'm just so grateful. So we go back to the hotel and end the night with dinner and a beautiful sunset. Our flight ends up getting delayed, so we ended up getting an extra 3 hours. So we have about 22 hours left of this layover. So stay tuned for what I do on day 2.